Avengers marathon!
Avengers time! Y'all ready?
Yeah, boy.
Let's do this. Why? My emotions.
Hey, what's up? We just got back from seeing the new Avengers Infinity War film, and wow, it's full of things that people are gonna love, things that people are gonna find really emotionally sad, but I think we can both agree that this film is completely engaging visually from the moment it starts until the moment it finishes. This film has been the culmination of 10 years of the MCU, starting off with the first Iron Man film, building up, including, the individual Avengers, Captain America, Thor, the first Avengers film, Age of Ultron, and it's all built up to this one film, and wow, were there some shocking moments in this film. Just off the top quickly before we go into it, if you haven't seen the previous Marvel films building up to this film and you just go into this film blankly not knowing anything about the Marvel lore, the cinematic universe, you're going to have a hard time with this film because you're not going to have any idea what's happening in this film. You won't understand the reasons why the characters are like that way, why Thanos is the way he is. But obviously, if you have watched the previous films, this is an excellent payoff to a franchise that's been building for a decade. So we're going to talk about quickly elements that we liked about the film, spoiler free, and then we'll let you know when we're going to go into spoilers. So please tell us what you thought.
This is a massive juggernaut of a film. It's mega. Yeah. And there's so many fantastic things about this film. The acting, the visual effects specifically, they're amazing. It's just there's a lot of payoff in this film. Yeah. And it's really what, if you're a fan of this universe, you're going to be so impressed. But specifically things that I loved about this film was the acting. I really like the story actually. I think it's a bold, ballsy story, but I like it. Yeah, it's really good. I loved it. Please, can we skip Iron Man 2?
No! We have to watch all of them. We gotta understand the lore!
No! You can't do it! Don't you know the Marvel Cinematic Universe? It's not great. The DC Cinematic Universe is way better than the Marvel Universe. Come watch the DC movies. I'm so sad and lonely.
I really enjoyed the time that we spend with Thanos, and without dwelling into too much of the reasons why he's doing it, we find out as the film goes along why Thanos is the way he is, and he's not exactly, he doesn't have the same motivations like he did in the comics. Because I know there's multiple comic storylines for the reasons why he's doing the things he is. Yeah. But in this film, they actually take the time to explain his origin, but the reasons why he's doing it. And there's a strong connection to a specific character that he has in this film. The scene when it plays out and we see Thanos actually be emotional for the first time ever. Yeah. Like, instead of him just, and that's what I personally liked about Thanos in this film, instead of him just being a typical one-off Marvel villain, you can tell they really tried to make him relatable.
Quite relatable, yeah.
Understand why he's doing the things he's doing, but at the same time, completely menacing and, somebody who the Avengers, even together, at the current, what they were doing in the film, just could not take him down. Props to the special effects. I think how Thanos looked in this film was visually impressive. I was engaged with Thanos throughout the whole film. There was never a point where I was looking at him going, oh, the CGI looks off, or, there was never a bit where I came out of the moment of the film and being noticing some, bland or off with the effects.
Fine. I'll do it myself. fucking hell. Jesus.
We're going to go into spoilers now, so if you've not seen the film, click away, go see it. Please go see it. It's in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler territory, please.
Okay,
take it away.
Who didn't die?
Who didn't die?
Didn't die.
Should we list off the characters who died first, or do you want to go into the characters who didn't?
You know, Thanos' goal in this film was to wipe out half of civilization.
Yep.
With the snap of his fingers, and at the end, the filmmakers and the storytellers they made a bold decision to actually do that.
Yeah, they did.
I did not expect him to actually do that and to achieve that, and he did that, and it was terrifying. It was. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen.
No.
And one by one, the viewers watch as our favourite characters start disintegrating into ashes.
And literally, we have Black Panther's gone, Groot's gone again, all the Guardians except Rocket Raccoon are gone. So Star-Lord,
Winter Soldier,
Winter Soldier's gone. I'm trying to think. Sam's gone, like Falcon's gone.
Who hasn't gone?
Most of Wakanda's gone actually. Like more than half the forces of Wakanda have gone to different tribes.
This scene was absolutely fantastic because of the emotion.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone was having a different emotion, but me personally, it was the bit where Spider-Man was going.
Yeah, Spider-Man goes as well in it.
Spider-Man, played amazingly by Tom Holland in this scene, was incredible as he just kind of collapses in Tony's arms, and he's like, "Oh, something's weird. I don't want to go. I'm confused. Help me, and all that stuff."
Purely
really sad.
Really emotional because he was portraying it like he doesn't know why this has happened. He's just an innocent kid.
He's a kid
who's just had this terrible thing just happen to him.
My Lord and Saviours, command me, what shall I do?
It shall be done. For you.
Here, doggy. I'm not gonna hurt you.
It's gonna taste good.
What about elements that you didn't like about the film?
So there's a couple of things I didn't like about this film. Mainly the pacing, but no, everyone's going to say that. This is like nearly a 3-hour film. It's got like every single Avenger in it. Of course, not everyone is going to have the amount of time and on screen. And of course, it's not like all the superheroes are in one place. They're all split off in different areas, even on some different worlds. But for me, the pacing, because early on in the film, I believe there's a scene where it's a really engaging scene, but we don't come back to it after like half an hour later, and I actually forgot about the scene.
Yeah.
I forgot about the scene because the story never kept it going. It was constantly focusing on other aspects of the story, but I don't know. It's just little bits of pacing like that. I found that could have been done a little bit better. Also for me personally, I don't think Captain America was in the film enough.
Yeah.
Because we last saw him in Civil War and all that fuss about Civil War.
All the fuss.
But in this film, he's not really in the film other than to just fight things. He doesn't really speak a lot in the film about what happened in the with Civil War and his relationships with all the other Avengers on like Tony's side. We never really get that, and just personally, I would have liked a little scene with him at least saying something about it. But yeah, other than that, it's a really good film.
It is a very good film. My only I think a main issue, because the other ones are just nitpicks, but the main issue that I had with it was we weren't really given enough time, I think, with the Black Order to develop their characters. You can obviously tell that the directors of this film wanted to spend a lot of time with Thanos and creating and building his character and his backstory upon why he's doing this. There is a relationship between Thanos and Gamora in this film that is really emotional in one point of the film. I don't know if I should spoil it. Well, we aren't spoilers, but you know,
we're in spoilers.
We're in spoilers. There is a bit where Thanos has to sacrifice Gamora in order to get the Soul Stone, and we see a cameo from Red Skull who appeared in this, which was completely surprising. I remember the screening that we saw it, everyone went, because it was a genuine shock. But yeah, Thanos has to, in order to require the Soul Stone, sacrifice Gamora, and the way that it's done, it's like I said, this is the first time that we see Thanos emotionally driven to actually do something. Like, he has tears, he's crying, and he is really upset by this in order to get this stone.
It's great how this scene is filmed in slow motion.
It is,
It's done in slow motion. It just adds to the emotion and what Thanos is going through. It's really good.
And now he has to do it. We've talked about the Black Order. Is there anything else, really? I think, you mentioned just how some of the Avengers didn't really get equal screen time, but again, that's because...
Of course, it's a massive film.
Everybody's,
it's not really the film's fault, to be honest.
But hopefully you should go see the film. It is very good. It is an excellent film that has emotional moments, but also very funny comedic moments.
Yeah, it's amazing. Go see it.
Please go see it.